Today, I'm going to cook this cat. What a big yawn you have. If you don't have a cat, just get some pork chops. But then I'm going to spare my little kitty today. I'm going to do honey garlic pork chops. For this recipe, I'm going to use some ketchup. So this isn't like an Asian base because I'm using ketchup. I know people are going to be like, ketchup, but whatever. Actually, you can use some of this Kansas style barbecue sauce. Garlic, this is honey garlic. Tablespoon of whole grain mushrooms or mustard. Some star anise. Star anise goes great with pork. Soy sauce. I'm using Bragg's soy sauce. Montreal chicken spice. And of course, honey. And I like a little cumin in mine, but I might not put it in. You need a little vinegar. This I got from my dear friend Ma Bell, who makes condiments and jams at the market in Lunenburg and other places. The label's off it, so I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to add a little bit of infused vinegar, but use apple cider vinegar if you don't have that. Now the honey I have is creamed honey. I don't have liquid honey. So I'm going to melt a little bit of it in the microwave. I have 2 tablespoons. Just about 2 teaspoons. About 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Probably a tablespoon of the barbecue sauce. I don't want it too barbecue saucy. And about a quarter cup of ketchup. I only have this little chunk of ginger, which I'm going to throw in. I would normally use a little bit more, but this is all I have. You can use a cheese grater, or I've got one of these little dishes I got from the Halifax or Mahone Bay Market, and I'm just gonna grate my ginger. I'm gonna grate my garlic. I'm using a whole head, but it's honey garlic spare ribs. You're going to want a lot of garlic. Now, I like a little spice. So I'm going to put a couple dashes of chipotle Tabasco. You don't like Tabasco? Don't put it in. I like a little Tabasco. It gives a little bit of a zing. I like zing. And also, if you don't have garlic, you don't want to crush it, use powdered. Who cares? It's your kitchen, it's your castle. You do what you like. It's easier to do dishes while you're going. You don't have so much at the end. Everyone hates dishes. 2 star anise. 2 star anise. You just drop these in there in your thing. And when you bake them, you're going to use them. Star anise goes very well with pork. When you sear your meat, you gotta season it first. Make sure it's dried. Wet meat doesn't brown that easy, so make sure you dry your meat off before you sear it. And once it's in there, just punch it. Punish it. Like, oh, you've been a bad pork chop. Bad pork chop. Flip it over. Season that side. Oops. If you have a lot of frustrations in your day, take it out in the meat. Just punch that shit in there. Punch that stuff in there. Now to brown your meat. Make sure your oven is preheated about 325. Get a roasting pan, because when we sear these off, we're going to stick them in the roasting pan, cover them with the sauce, drive them in the oven. When smoke starts coming out of your pan, add your pork. Lay your pork away from you, that way no fat's going to splash up on you. Don't crowd your pan. Put a couple pieces at a time. It'll brown a lot easier. And I just realized my eyeglasses are quite dirty. Take care of that. All you want is a little color on them. You're not cooking them the whole way because the oven's going to do the majority of the cooking. Just take some of your mixture, put in the bottom of your pan. Now just pour the mixture on top. Make sure it gets everywhere. Just like sand when you go to the beach, that stuff gets everywhere. Just put the cover on, drive it in the oven. Now I know it said 325, but I reduced mine to 300. I want to go slow. I want these things to be tender. Now it's time for the rice. When you cook rice, for just your normal long grain rice, you need 2 parts water to 1 part rice. I'm going to do 2 cups of rice, which means I'm going to need carry the 6, 16 square root of 4 cups of water. 4 cups. Of course, I cut up 1 onion, 1 medium-sized onion, and I get a bunch of frozen vegetables because I'm going to put my vegetables in my rice so I get my veg and my starch at the same time. Smart. So in your pot, you're going to want to put a lot of oil in. Be generous with the butter. You only live once. Time to add the rice. And we're going to keep moving the rice around in the fat until the rice starts to go a bit translucent. I'm not a huge lover of a lot of vegetables, but I have to have more in my diet. My doctor is getting pretty angry with me. So I'm going to put this whole bag of Asian Arctic Gardens vegetables in my with my rice. And it was on sale, 2 for $5, so it's a good price. So I put one of these whole things in there. Vegetables are good for you, and they are tasty. I just don't eat enough of them. For a little color, I'm just going to put a pinch or 2 of turmeric in. For a little more flavor, I'm going to put a little splash of rice wine vinegar. Just a little splash now. Don't get carried away. And a drizzle of sesame oil. Give it a good stir. I added a little curry actually when you guys weren't looking. Just a little pinch. When cooking, it's always good to do a refreshment break. What do I reach for? Bulwark Ciders from Moine Estates Winery in New Ross, Nova Scotia. There, when you're done, you have your pot full of, it's hot, of rice and vegetables. Your pork chops. Now, I took the cover off halfway through just to kind of caramelize it a little bit and reduce some of the liquid. I'm going to serve it on a bed of mushrooms and onions. Mushrooms and onions, you say? I didn't see you get that ready. It's because I did it when you guys weren't looking. I'm sneaky that way. Really sneaky that way. Put a generous helping of mushrooms and onions down. Put one of these bad boys on top of it. And just load up on there. Oh, it's hard to do when you're looking through a camera. But just load up the rice and the veggies. Get some of the juice from the bottom of the pan and just pour that all over. Oh, yeah. I like to put little green onions on top just for color, and they taste good. So here it is. Now for the taste test. You're not going to need a knife because you did a low temperature, longer cook on the pork, and it just falls apart. Now for the rice. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Some mushrooms here. So there it is. Honey garlic pork chops. Some rice for you on this stormy evening. See you next time.